Welcome back to Codovation. Today we are taking a strictly analytical, deeply technical look at autonomous AI agents, OpenClaw versus NVIDIA's NemoClaw. We are skipping the hype and looking under the hood at the system architecture, the security models, and the fatal flaws no one is talking about. If you have followed tech news in a recent while, you've probably heard that OpenClaw is the ultimate open-source digital employee, and that NemoClaw is just a corporate wrapper that locks you into NVIDIA's cloud models. Both of those statements are fundamentally inaccurate. Let's break down the facts. Let's start with OpenClaw. At its core, OpenClaw is an agentic loop. It reads a prompt, chooses a tool, executes an action, evaluates the result, and loops until the task is complete. But its biggest feature is also its biggest architectural flaw. OpenClaw stores its state, memory, and rules entirely in flat text files, like agents.md and memory.md. We know that flat markdown files are not a scalable data layer. This is highly inefficient and leads to massive API costs. Security model is even worse. OpenClaw runs as a background process on your host OS with full access. Because it reads external inputs like your emails, it is highly vulnerable to prompt injection. A hidden line of text in a spam email can instruct OpenClaw to zip your documents folder and send it to an external IP, and the agent will happily comply. This brings us to NVIDIA's NemoClaw. NemoClaw is not just a separate agent, and it's certainly not just a YAML policy wrapper as some claim. It is a highly secure plugin built for the NVIDIA OpenShell runtime. It takes the OpenClaw brain and places it inside an enterprise-grade sandbox. Instead of relying on basic folder permissions, NemoClaw enforces security at the Linux kernel level. It uses Landlock to strictly sandbox file system access, network namespaces to isolate traffic, and ccomp to block dangerous system calls, preventing privilege escalation. If the agent is hit with a prompt injection attack and tries to ping an unknown external server, it doesn't just fail quietly. OpenShell intercepts the network call, suspends the agent's thread, and surfaces an interactive terminal UI to the human operator to manually approve or deny the connection. There is a massive misconception that NemoClaw locks you into using NVIDIA's Nemotron models. This is completely false. NemoClaw includes a privacy router that is model agnostic. You can switch inference providers at runtime. You can run smaller open source models locally to keep data strictly on device. However, if you are developing on a machine without a massive dedicated graphics card, like a Ryzen Mini PC with 32 gigabytes of RAM, running a 120 billion parameter model locally simply isn't feasible. The privacy router bridges this gap, allowing you to route heavy compute tasks to the cloud securely while keeping sensitive local operations sandboxed. Now, let's address a question that a common person would have. Can it run on WSL on Windows and Mac OS, which is a Unix-based system? If no, is there a workaround to run it on other operating systems? For Windows users, yes, you can run it, but you must use WSL2. Because NemoClaw's OpenShell relies heavily on kernel-level security features like Landlock and ccomp, it requires a true Linux kernel. WSL2 provides a lightweight utility VM that runs a real Linux kernel, making it compatible. For macOS, the answer is no, at least not natively. While macOS is a Unix-certified system, Unix is not Linux. If you try to run the install script natively on a Mac terminal, it will immediately fail. Workarounds include a full Linux VM or Cloud VPS. To summarize, OpenClaw is a brilliant proof of concept. But its flat file architecture and lack of network isolation make it a security nightmare for real-world deployment. NemoClaw fixes this by ripping out the host execution environment and placing the agent inside a kernel-level Linux sandbox with strict egress controls, while still allowing you to choose your inference provider. If you found this technical deep dive helpful, leave a like and let me know in the comments which architecture you plan on deploying. Subscribe to the channel for more no-nonsense engineering breakdowns. See you in the next one.